All right, guys, how you guys doing? Dogg, Anti-Imperial to Chill here. One name, three personalities. Dogg, Anti-Imperial to Chill, Anti-Imperial on YouTube. Y'all already know Anti-Imperial on YouTube. All right, so the distance between our bodies. Get right into it. Kind of like a smooth and a sexy R&B type of vibe. OMG Part 1. All right, this distance between our bodies. Let's go to it, my people. Inside the lyrics, I believe this is volume 24. Distance between our bodies.
I'm thinking of that 3 and I'm missing your.
All right, so you kind of get the vibe already. You see the images that I chose, so you know it's kind of like a nighttime, like we're about to make love, we're about to have sex type of vibe. This is like the type of song when I made it, I was thinking of like, this is like the type of song where, you know, if you're making love to the person, you guys are going to have sex for the first time. And so it's kind of like you're anticipating that night, you're anticipating that's about to happen. And so that's kind of like what it's about. So it's either about the first time you're about to have, you know, relations with that person, or it could be like somebody that you had relations with, you had, you know, sexual relations with a long time ago, and now you guys have reconnected and you're about to have them again after like a distinct amount of time or a long period of time. So that's kind of like what the song's about. The distance between our bodies is like, you know, it's like if my body's here and your body's here, I want the distance to be not so much, right? Like there's too much distance between our bodies, because if our bodies are like this, then there's not enough distance. I mean, there's too much distance to where we're not going to be able to make love, right? So I want, it's like the song is saying throughout the song, kind of like, I want the distance between our bodies to get closer, 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 till our bodies finally connect. So that's where I got the title from, the distance between our bodies. Like I want the distance between our bodies to get smaller, and I want the distance to get even smaller and smaller and smaller until we get to the point to where our bodies finally connect, and then we can make love to one another. In the first verse, so it says, we've been talking a while, right? So it's like I said, it's like, you know, you've been talking to somebody for a while. This is the first time you guys are going to spend the night together. This is the first time you guys have been anticipating this, kind of talking about it on the phone, flirting about it on the phone. And finally, this night has come to where you guys are going to have, you know, sex for the first time, right? So it says, we've been talking a while. I'm thinking of that 3 and I'm missing your smile. So that's kind of like, that's an inside thing. The person will know what I'm talking about, but I'm thinking of that 3 would be like the date, more or less. It's like the 3rd, like it could be November 3rd, October 3rd, September 3rd, right? August 3rd, July 3rd, June 3rd, December 3rd, whatever. All right, so I'm thinking of that 3 and I'm missing your smile. Like I'm thinking about seeing you and it makes me miss your smile. Like I want to see you even more. I'm thinking of the 3rd and I'm hoping for that. Like I'm hoping everything goes right on that day that we scheduled to see each other. I'm hoping everything goes right. I'm hoping that day finally comes. I'm hoping that you don't flake. I'm hoping that nothing comes up that ruins that day we're supposed to have together, right?
Smile, I'm thinking of the 3rd and I'm hoping for that. It was that first night that
It was that first night that I wish you come back, right? I wish you'd come back. And so what that refers to is, so before you get to the night to where the distance between your bodies is going to shrink, right? And you guys make love for the first time. Before you get to that night, it was that first night that I wish you come back. That first date we had. Let's go back. let's think back to that first date we ever had. Like that first night we chilled, it's kind of like I fell for you so much. Like it was almost like love at first sight, right? I fell in love with you so much that it was that first night that I wish you'd come back. When our date was over and we left the restaurant and your car went one way and my car went another way, that first night, that first date we ever had, that night I knew that you were the one for me. That night I knew, and I wish you'd come back. I wish that first date we had at the restaurant, we had so much fun. The conversation was so good. I wish that first date, that first night, I wish it never ended. So I wish you'd come back, right?
I wish you come back. I wish you come back. We're living out our life, all our dreams.
So we're living out our life, all our dreams intact. Because on that first date that we spoke, that first date at the restaurant, we had a great conversation. You told me about your life's dreams. I told you about my life's dreams, right? We're living out our life, all our dreams intact. I'm living out my life and I'm thinking of you. So I'm going to be living out my life, but while I'm living out my life, the time in between our first date and the day that we're going to have sex, the day that we're going to make love, the day we're going to finally have with, the day we're going to finally have, like, the distance in between our bodies, the time between our first date and the date we're going to finally spend the night together, I'll be living out my life, but I'll be thinking of you. I'm thinking about the life I'll be living with you. I've fallen in love with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Dreams intact. I'm living out my life and I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking about the life I'll be living with you.
So if you notice, it's smooth. It's about making love. It's about spending that first night together. It's about nightlife. So that's the vibe that you guys should get out of it, right?
I'm thinking about the life I'll be living with you. Don't you understand? Please take.
So I'm thinking about the life I'll be living with you. Don't you understand? So I'm kind of getting frustrated. I'm like, don't you understand how much I fell for you? Don't you understand how much I've fallen in love with you? Don't you understand? Don't you understand how much I like you already? Don't you get it? Right? Don't you understand? Please take my hand. Like, let's do this. Like, let's be together,
Take my hand. Right down below, there's plenty of sand. The nighttime air and the ocean's hand.
So right down below, there's plenty of sand because we're in one of my beach condos, right? Or one of my beach houses, right? Right down below, right down there, there's plenty of sand because we're out on the balcony and we're talking at my beach house, in my beach condo, right? Right down below, there's plenty of sand, the nighttime air, and the ocean's hands. We're my beach house, we're my beach condo. You feel the nighttime air, you can smell the nighttime air, the ocean's right there. There's sand down there, right down below, there's plenty of sand. We're my beach house or my beach condo, right? And I want to extend my hand out to you, walk to the bedroom. So we're out on the balcony. It's that night, the night that we're gonna spend together, the night that we've been anticipating. We're out on the balcony at the beach house or the beach condo. The ocean air is blowing, the sand's down there, the waves are crashing. and I extend my hand out to you, and I walk you to the bedroom.
And I want to extend my hand out to you, walk to the bedroom. I'll lay out for you, lost in the night room.
So I'll lay out for you, lost in the night room. So we're gonna make love, but guess what? All the lights are gonna be turned off. The only light that will be visible is the moonlight, right? Because we're in my house, my beach house, or my beach condo, all the lights off. I keep all the windows and doors open so the ocean breeze can blow in, right? And I'm gonna lay everything out for you. Lost in the night room, it's pitch black except for the moonlight. Lost in the night room, lost in the night where the sex is right. Sensuality within sexual sights. So now everything's happening, right? Sensual, everything's sexual. We're finally making love. We're going to do it, right? Sexuality is our essence of life. Sexuality is our essence tonight, right? So everything's happening, right? We're sitting out on the balcony talking. I extended my hand. I walked you to the bedroom. All the lights are off. The only light that shines through the whole condo or the whole house is the moonlight. We can still hear the ocean waves crashing. And we're doing it, right? Making love.
Lost in the night where the sex is right. Sensuality within sexual sights. Sexuality is our essence of life. Sexuality is our essence tonight. Is our essence tonight. Yeah, I want to be sensual, but still.
All right, so I want to be sensual. I want to be sensual, but still pull your hair. So that's a reference to finding that middle point of being freaky and like, you know, making love, but F-U-C-K, right? Like making love and being romantic, but not being too soft. I still want to be sensual, but still like pull your hair and be like really like, you know, just into it, right? So I want to find that perfect balance between making love and being nice and polite and soft, and still like F-U-C-K-ing you and having sex with you like a man, like a real man taking you, right? Okay, trying to find that balance. I want to be sensual, but still pull your hair, right? I want to be soft, but still a little bit freaky, okay? The distance between our bodies is here. Here, the distance between us should now disappear. So there's no distance. We're body on body. We're making love now. The distance between our bodies is here. The distance between us should now disappear. There should be no distance between us. Our bodies should be together. No distance between us. We're making love.
Pull your hair, the distance between our bodies is here. The distance between us should now disappear.
Now that you guys know what the whole song is about, listen to the song straight through, and then we'll be done. And that's it. I appreciate you guys for staying with me. Inside the lyrics, got to break down the lyrics of the song. Every time I make a song, you got to put so much into the beat, so much into the lyrics and everything. So, you know, just letting you guys know how it made sense in my mind when I was doing it, when I was in the creative process, right? It's all good. This is between our bodies, OMG part 1, okay? This is between our bodies is like this. This is the distance between our bodies. It shouldn't be this much distance between our bodies, right? It should be no distance because we want to come together and make love, right? So there we go.
thinking of that 3 and I'm missing your smile. I'm thinking of the 3rd and I'm hoping for that. It was that first night that I wish you come back. I wish you come back. We're living out our life, all our dreams intact. I'm living out my life and I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking about the life I'll be living with you. I'm thinking about the life I'll be living with you. Don't you understand? Please take my hand. Right down below there's plenty of sand, the nighttime air and the ocean's hands. And I want to extend my hand out to you, walk to the bedroom. I'll lay out for you, lost in the night room, lost in the night where the sex is right. Sensuality within sexual sights. Sexuality is our essence of life. Sexuality is our essence tonight. Is our essence tonight. Yeah, I want to be sensual but still pull your hair. The distance between our bodies is here. The distance between us should now disappear. Once again, beautiful music. Oh, Dogg. Anti-Imperial. Chill. OMG. You already know what it is.
That's it, you guys. So Distance Between Our Bodies, OMG Part 1. And I know you guys with the OMG, people spell it like O and M and G. I put it like OEMG. That's an inside thing. If people who know, know. Those who know, know. But it's all good, you guys. I hope you guys liked it. This is inside the lyrics, learning about the lyrics, but this is Between Our Bodies. The next song is on its way, right? After inside the lyrics, what's the next thing? After inside the lyrics, then we do the song transition, and then there'll be a new song in like a day or two, okay? All right, hey, hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out my video, right? Where's my videos? Right here. Check out my video right there. Check out the videos right there, you guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Although Anti-Imperial videos are right there. You guys take care. Have a great day or great night, depending on where you are in the world. You guys take care. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.